Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Shug. I'm a full-time pro makeup artist in Chicago. And if you are new here, please believe you're gonna want to stay. So to stay in tune, just hit those post notifications and subscribe to my channel. So today, as y'all can see from the title, we're gonna be doing a quick and easy, pretty natural glam today.
Sugar, you get so fly. Sugar, you get so fly. Sugar, you get so fly.
So whether it's your skin or your client's skin, you always want to make sure that you're starting off with cleaning the skin very thoroughly. Just make sure to get all the dirt and oil off your face or your client's face before you get started, because you want to start with a very clean base. You can do your regular skincare routine, or if you're doing a client's face, you can use witch hazel, makeup wipes, micellar water. It doesn't matter as long as you get your or your client's skin clean. To further prep, I spray the face with this Prep and Set mist. And then I take these Glow Recipe Watermelon Dew Drops and I just add that serum to the face. Now when doing a quick natural glam, it's very, very important to prep the skin properly. So you want to make sure that you moisturize and prime the skin very, very well so you have a good base for the makeup. Now don't get me wrong, that same rule does apply for all glams. But when you're doing a natural quick glam, you want to glow from within. So you want to use really good skincare products, you want to prime, you want to really prep the skin and make the skin glow. I recommend vitamin C serums, brightening serums, any serums that'll make your skin glow, use those. The serum that I just use is very universal for dry, oily combination skin, so that's why I like that one. Now I'm taking this eye serum and I'm putting that right under the eyes. It's the Charlotte Tilbury eye serum. You don't have to use this one. You go to the drugstore and get a regular eye serum. They all work about the same, so just use the serum right under the eyes. To prime, I take this e.l.f. Power Grip Primer and I just place that all over the skin. And what this is going to do is give the skin a tacky base and really just allow the makeup to stick to the skin. Now I'm just brushing the brow hairs up and I'm going to place the Fenty Beauty Matte Powder right on top of them. Because we added all those serums, our brows are very oily, so we just want to mattify them before we add product. For foundation, I'm going in with this Born This Way foundation in the shade Chai, and I'm going in with this Anastasia Liquid Glow Illuminator. And I'm just going to take a pump of foundation and a pump of illuminator, and I'm going to mix them together and place that all over the face. The illuminator adds that extra glow to the skin and the extra glow under the foundation. So if you really want that luminous, fresh, dewy look, you want to add an illuminator to your foundation, just to highlight the skin and give the skin a fresh glow. So with the Damn Beauty Blender, you want to press the foundation into the skin. And you want to be sure to pat the foundation and not rub it. So as you can see, I'm just using light press motions and I'm making sure to really soak that product into the skin. Once everything is well blended to your liking, you can move on to concealer. To conceal, I'm taking this Huda Beauty Faux Filter Concealer and I'm just placing that right under her eyes. I'm going to place it right down the bridge of her nose and right on her forehead. Now when you're doing a natural glam, you don't need a lot of concealer, so just watch my hand and watch my placement. The whole point of a natural glam is not to add too much, so you just want to make sure you're doing light coverage for everything. So I love this concealer because it's very creamy and easy to blend. That's why it's good for beginners. It's also very universal. If you use a more mattifying concealer such as Tarte Shape Tape or e.l.f. Camo Concealer, it'll be harder to blend the longer you let it sit. That's why I like using hydrating concealers, because it'll be much easier to blend. So now I'm going to take my Real Techniques 402 brush and I'm just going to blend out the edges of this concealer. Notice that I'm using a small patting motion to blend this concealer out. And I'm focusing on blending right where I placed the product. I don't want to shift the product. I want to focus on blending right where I placed it. As I begin to blend on the other side, you can see how seamless the concealer blends into the foundation. When blending out the concealer on the forehead, you want to make sure you keep that product right where you placed it again, right in the center of the forehead. For cream blush, I'm going in with these About Face blushes in the shade Raunchy and Cowgirl. And I'm just going to lightly stipple those onto the top of the cheekbones. And I'm a blush girl. I love blush. It's so cute and girly. And it just gives that baby doll effect. So I definitely like to underpaint when it comes to blush. Underpainting is basically adding a cream before a powder. So I could have just skipped this step and added a powder blush, but I wanted to underpaint because the colors appear more vibrant. But if you want to save time, you can skip this step. So this is a cream blush. It isn't a liquid blush. If I were using a liquid blush, I would use a beauty blender to blend it because it would be easier to blend that way. Liquids are more runny as creams are more compact, so creams are very easy to blend. And now I'm just going in and I'm blending out that nose. Before going in with powder, you want to make sure you blend out all the creases under the eyes. To set, I'm going in with this Huda Beauty powder in the shade Banana Bread. I'm picking this up on my beauty blender and I'm going to press this into the skin, making sure I'm setting and locking everything into place. And you want to make sure you use a very light layer of powder. You don't want to use a lot. You just want to set everything into place. Notice how you can barely see I have any powder on my beauty blender. To bronze and add warmth to the skin, I'm going in with this Fenty Beauty bronzer in the shade Coco Naughty. And I'm just going to take that right on the forehead and right above the cheekbones. So just watch my placement as I put the bronzer on the skin. The purpose of the bronzer is to add dimension and warmth back into the skin. If you don't add bronzer, you'll look very flat, and we want that sun-kissed fresh look. For eyeshadow, I'm not going to add any primer. I'm just going to take that same bronzer and I'm just going to dust that right on top of the lids. If you have melanated skin, you already have brown lids. So placing the bronzer right on the top just adds more warmth to the lids. This also saves a lot of time. If you're not doing an eye look, you could just pop the bronzer right on top of the lids. Once you build that color up to your liking, you're going to go ahead and move on to powder blush. For blush, I'm going in with this Marena Beauty blush in the shade Senois, and I'm just going to gently place that right on top of the cream blush. This actually isn't blush, this is bronzer, but it's like an orange, rusty brown bronzer, so I really like to use it as blush. And I'm just sweeping this right across the nose. I don't know what this do, y'all. I seen this on TikTok, but it added a little something. And they be putting it on the forehead. The girls be putting it on the forehead. And it be cute, so I wanted to do it, and I thought it was real cute. It looked cute in person. You probably can't see it on the video. For brows, I'm going in with this Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil in the shade 3.75. And this particular model's brows are very thick and full and pretty. So we save a lot of time by not having to fill them in. I just fill in the tail just a little bit. And to also save time, I don't conceal under the brows. So I just leave them fluffy and I just brush through them. Now, if you have thinner brows, that's why I said this might not work for everybody. You probably just want to create a full new brow. So for all my girls with the thin brows, just make sure you create the brow how you want it. To set the rest of the face, I'm going in with this One Size Beauty Turn Up the Base powder in the shade 4G. And I'm just going to take that on a big fluffy brush and set the entire face. And this is going to give that skin-like finish that you all love that I do. So yeah, make sure you powder the rest of the face. You want to make sure to avoid the concealer under eye area, just so you don't get that dark powder in that area. You don't want to ruin the contrast of the concealer. To line the lips, I'm going in with this ColourPop Cream Gel Liner. And this is in the shade Sunnyvale. And I'm just going to line the lips, which is kind of self-explanatory, but I don't know. Some people be saying they don't know how to line their lips. So should I do a little tutorial on that? Let me know. For gloss, I'm going in with this Anastasia Beverly Hills gloss. These are in the shades Guava and Deep Taupe. And I mix those shades and place them right in the center of the lips and tell her to pat to blend everything out. I take this clear gloss from ColourPop in the shade Princess Cut, and I just use that to overline the brown liner. To highlight, I'm going in with this Fenty Beauty highlighter in the shade Hunny. And for highlighter, I just place that right down the bridge of the nose, on the tip of the nose, and on the inner corner of the eyes. For mascara, I'm going in with this Anastasia Beverly Hills mascara, and I'm just going to place that right on the bottom lashes. To also save a little time, I'm not going to use a gel eyeliner to line the waterline. Now I'm just blending out that under eye, making sure that everything is very seamless, added my finishing touches. Always make sure you brush your client's lashes just so they're not looking crazy and flying everywhere. Make sure you brush them right into place. Once everything is done, we're going to take this Morphe setting spray and we're just going to set the entire face. And then to make the makeup last, we're going to take this mattifying setting spray and we're just going to spray it all over the face. So this is the finished look. Thank y'all for watching. And again, if you haven't already, just hit those post notifications and subscribe to my channel and share.